Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm here in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, and I've been here now for a month and I'm actually leaving in a couple days. I was going to film this video when I got back home, but I extended my trip a couple days, so I just wanted to get it done while everything is fresh in my head. But I'm gonna be sharing the best places to eat for lunch, breakfast, dinner, on the beach, typical Costa Rican food, whatever it is. I want to share them with you guys because if you have been watching my channel for a while, you would know that I'm a huge foodie. I actually made a video like this for Tulum because I was living in Tulum for a few months and it was really popular. Everyone was asking me lots of questions and saying it was very helpful. So I wanted to do the same kind of video for here in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, because I have done all of the legwork. I've eaten at basically all the restaurants in this town, and the ones that I haven't eaten at, I know what they are like because I've asked enough people about them. So I made a huge list and I'm going to be sharing everything with you right now. And also I have a blog post on this topic as well. So you can find the list of all of these restaurants in my blog post on my website in the description down below. And if you have any questions about any of the restaurants or anything at all, just let me know in the comments down below and I will be sure to answer your questions, and I can also maybe even include the information in another YouTube video. But before we begin, I would love if you give this video a big thumbs up, hit subscribe and the bell down below, and leave me a comment. Have you been to Santa Teresa? Have you thought about coming here? Are you coming here? Are you here right now? Let me know down below, and let's start off with breakfast and go into dinner at the end. Well, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then we'll go into typical Costa Rican food and locations and different things like that. Santa Teresa is a really healthy, vibrant, lively, active town. So they have a lot of really great breakfast and lunch places that have amazing options. If you're vegan, if you're on a diet, if you're gluten-free, trying to eat healthier, just want a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, this is the perfect place for you guys. So the first restaurant I want to talk about is Vermu. They are one of the best restaurants here in Santa Teresa. All the locals say it's amazing and I've gone a few times and it really is. My favorite thing to get there is their matcha pancakes. Yes, they are so incredible. They're not sweet actually, they're savory pancakes, but they're made with matcha and oatmeal and spinach and all these really good foods, and then they have hummus and mushrooms and caramelized onions and all this stuff. So freaking good. And I also got their matcha and their matcha drink and their golden milk latte and their acai, and everything just was amazing. And this is closer to the beginning of Santa Teresa. So if you are on that side, it's kind of near Green World, which is another place I'll go into later on, but that's a grocery store. But Vermu is super good. Another one is Anise, really great as well. I go there a lot. I actually live right by Anise right now, so I'm able to walk there really easily and just grab something, and they have amazing coffee. El Patio is another one that is so freaking good. This is probably one of my favorite places. Their acai is amazing, and they have a tuna salad, which is my favorite, and they also have bulletproof coffee if you are into that. Bali Beach Deli is another one of my favorites. Similar food, salads, acai, bowls. They have really great pancakes here, and their breakfast burrito is also really good. Cafca Cafe, another really good one, and that's also kind of near where I live. They have really great pastries. I got a gallo pinto, which is like the classic Costa Rican breakfast plate there, and it was really good as well, and their pancakes were amazing. Horizon is a hotel and it actually has a restaurant in it, and I went there to do yoga one day and stayed and got an acai and some breakfast. It has an incredible view. It's right on a cliff, so you have the view of the jungle, the treetops, and then the ocean from afar, which was really nice, and has really great food as well. The bakery is probably one of the most popular places to get breakfast and pastries here in Santa Teresa, and their food is so good. They're owned by Israelis, I think, so they have a very Israeli inspired or Middle Eastern inspired menu, which is really, really good. I got these like potato pancakes with poached eggs and some other things. amazing. And I'm not really a savory person, but their eggs were really, really good. Kavita is actually a place I haven't eaten at yet, but it is actually in Pranamar. Pranamar is the villa, hotel, yoga studio, not studio, it's an outdoor area, but it's a resort. And I actually have been going there to do yoga. They have the best yoga classes, in my opinion, in Santa Teresa, and Kavita is the restaurant there. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner and all these things. Apparently it's supposed to be amazing. I wanted to try it, but I didn't get the chance. And also a lot of the places I'm mentioning right now serve dinner or lunch, maybe not dinner, but Horizon I think has dinner. The next place I'm gonna mention is Eat Street, which is kind of like a food court. If you've been to Spain, you know they have all these like mercados with different options for food that you can just grab and then sit in a common area, which is really great if you're going with a group of people, or if you don't really know what you want to eat, or you just want to grab a quick bite by yourself. That's actually the first place that I ate when I got to Santa Teresa, was Eat Street, because I was alone and I didn't really know where to go, and I didn't want to go sit down at a restaurant by myself. So that's a really great option. They're open basically all day. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've gotten there so many times. They have amazing bowls, like Buddha bowl type of healthy food, and acai and things like that too. So another great option. The Rambler is the cafe restaurant that is located in Salina North. So there's two Salinas in Santa Teresa. There's Salina North and Salina South. Salina South is a co-working space, and I actually go there to do workouts. They have full body HIIT workouts and yoga and different things, and so does the North location. But the Rambler is another good place to go if you want to get some work done. There's a lot of good options there and really good Wi-Fi if you need that for your job, so that's also an option. And all these places have Wi-Fi. Some of them are a little less stable than others, but Salina is a really good place if you need to go to a co-working space. So basically all the restaurants I just listed out have breakfast and lunch, and now we can move into dinner. So Santa Teresa is located right by the ocean, so of course the fish is amazing. So I'm gonna start off with some sushi restaurants. There are 3 that I've tried. Actually, I think I've only tried 2 of these, but Koji is amazing. Super great sushi. It's supposed to be the best actually here in Santa Teresa. Katana is another amazing one. I think there's a Katana in LA, is what my friends were saying, but I've never gone to that one, and they apparently don't have an association with each other. Katana is so good, and we've gone there plenty of times. However, the service isn't the best. We haven't had the best service, and we've been kicked out because of the curfew. I wanted to also add that there is curfew at 9 p.m. every day since I got here, which has been kind of a pain because all the restaurants have a really hard stop at 9 p.m. You can't really evade it, you can't really stay any longer, like they will kick you out. So I haven't experienced too much of the nightlife here in Santa Teresa, but Katana has a good vibe. Koji's has a good atmosphere as well. Another one I want to mention is El Corazon, which is right next to Koji, and I think that's one of my favorite restaurants. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I used to live in Spain, so I have a really big affinity to Spanish food and tapas and modern Spanish tapas. It just makes me feel really homey and good. And El Corazon is actually modern style vegan and vegetarian tapas. Everything is so good at the restaurant, and their croquetas are amazing. So definitely try El Corazon. Kika is a restaurant that has live music a lot of the times. I've only gone there once. The atmosphere is nice. I think it's more of a party place usually when they don't have curfew, but the food was pretty good as well. It was pretty good, but I think the atmosphere is more of the vibe there. And next to that is Lora Amarillo, which is actually supposed to be the discoteca, or like the club of Santa Teresa. However, I've never gone there for that purpose because of the curfew and everything, but I did get ceviche over there, which was really good. And I'm gonna go into more typical Costa Rican food after I finish the dinner restaurants, but that's part of that list as well. Drift Bar. This has quickly become probably my favorite restaurant here in Santa Teresa because it's all vegan. They have a lot of vegan options. Maybe a couple things on their menu have cheese or something that isn't vegan in it, but oh my god, the desserts, you guys. If you know me, you know I have the biggest sweet tooth, which I'm trying to change, but their desserts are so good, and they're like all vegan, so it's less guilty, and gluten-free, which is another thing I'm trying to avoid is gluten. So yeah, definitely try Drift Bar, and you can get to-go liters of alcohol if that floats your boat, just so you know. The next restaurant that we've gone to a couple times is El Facon, which is Argentinian food. If you're not aware, there are a lot of Argentinians living here in Santa Teresa, as well as Israelis. So the Argentinian food here is actually quite good because there's so many Argentinians, and they have really great burgers, they have great steak, they just have really good quality food, and their drinks are really good as well. And it's more of like a casual vibe, but like really good food, so that's also really nice. Another restaurant I just went to yesterday is called Burger Rancho. It's just a burger place, and they had really good burgers actually. I think it's also Argentinian owned, so that might be why, but if you're craving a burger, you can go there, or El Facon. Next, we have Kooks. Kooks is barbecue, and I actually met the owner when I was there. He was really cool. He's from New York, and he modeled the menu after a barbecue restaurant in New York. I forgot which one it is, but the food is so good, and he actually imports the meat from the US, so it really has that American barbecue flavor rather than using the meat here, because I think the cows here are a lot more lean, and so you get a different kind of meat or whatever if you use the meat from here. So I thought that was cool, but the food's really good if you're craving some American barbecue. There are a few Italian restaurants here. I've only tried one, but I'm going to mention two. So I did go to Amici. The pizza was really good. It was like wood or brick oven cooked pizza, and they have really good pasta, carpaccio. I love carpaccio. That's one of my favorite things to eat. That's really strange because it's just sliced raw meat, but I love a good carpaccio, and they have it. So if you're into that, that's a good place to go. Pronto is another Italian restaurant, which I haven't tried, but I've heard amazing things. Hotel Vista de Olas. I have not been here, but I heard the food is really good, but I wanted to mention it because they have this pool that overlooks the ocean, like an infinity pool almost, and it looks so beautiful for sunset, so maybe you want to check it out for like a drink and sunset or something like that. The next list I wrote down are beach restaurants. So these are restaurants that you can go to for a drink, watch the sunset, or have your dinner, and they're right on the beach. They're usually attached to like a hotel, resort, villa type of thing. So they're restaurants inside of these resorts. And the first one I want to mention is Habanero. I went here for dinner. So the sun was already down. The food was pretty good. It's supposed to be one of the best restaurants here in Santa Teresa, or the most popular ones. I thought it was really nice, but the vibe is kind of not as fun. I think they cater to an older crowd, as do all of these restaurants on the beach, because they are more resorts, so I guess their clientele is a bit older. The music is more slow, and it's not such a vibe, if that makes sense. Another one is Manzu, which is actually located inside of Nantipa. Nantipa is a resort, and it's really beautiful, so if you want to just walk around or look at it, go by the beach, it's so nice. But Manzu had amazing food. I got the seared tuna with risotto and vegetables or something like that, and I think that was one of my favorite meals I've had here, like the food itself, but the vibe was super tired. I was almost falling asleep at the table, I'm not gonna lie, but if you want really good food, or like you have a date night or something, I think that's a really good place to go. Rancho Ituana. We went there for a sunset and just like a little bit of dancing, and it was really nice. The food was pretty good. It was actually Brazilian food, and I love Brazilian food, so if you're craving that, that's the place to go. But they do have DJs playing every now and then, so if you want a little bit of a sunset party, you can check out Rancho Ituana. Rocamar is a lot more casual. It's actually located towards the end of Santa Teresa Beach, closer to Playa Hermosa, and it's so beautiful to watch the sunset there. Really good vibes, more casual, and you can have dinner. I got curry shrimp tacos, and they were amazing, so definitely check that out if you're on the beach and just want to have a drink or a quick bite with your friends. Banana Beach is another beach restaurant, club, bar thing, which is nice to watch the sunset. It's kind of located near Habanero and Manzu, so that could be another option. Let's get into typical Costa Rican food. So you can find comida típica de Costa Rica at places called sodas. They call them sodas because they're a little less than a restaurant, but they offer food. I've gone to a couple here. I think I've gone to 2. I usually go back to the same one. So my surf instructor, Juan, who you probably saw in my other video about surfing here in Santa Teresa, because I've been doing that, he always goes to one called La Tiquicia. So I've been going there because it's not far from where I live, and it's super good. You have to get the Pinto Gallo de la Casa, which is like the typical breakfast plate. It comes with beans and rice, plantains, natilla, which is like this cream that you eat with the plantains. It's so good. 2 eggs, a little bit of salad, and bacon. It's so good. And they have a bunch of different plates, and they have ceviche, guacamole, and fruit juices, which are so good. It's literally just blended fruit, and you can get it with milk or water or whatever. They have so many amazing typical things to eat, so definitely go there. Another one I heard is really good, that's really good, is Soda Pura Vida, which is more in the center of Santa Teresa. And then Lora Amarillo, which is the discoteca club that has food that I mentioned earlier in the dinner list. They have amazing ceviche as well, and they come with patacones, which are smashed plantains that are fried. Fresh ceviche made with fish and shrimp or octopus straight from the ocean, which is literally right here. You can't beat it, so make sure you eat as much ceviche as you can. Chicken Joe's is apparently another local spot. I haven't eaten here, but I passed it a couple times and it looks pretty good. So those are all some places that you can go to, but also any soda basically should be pretty good, and you can ask around to the locals if they have a favorite soda and try it out, or try all of them, whatever you like. I love trying new things. So these are basically all of the restaurants that I've gone to or I've heard about. If you have any more that I haven't mentioned, leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to know what they are because I may have missed a couple. Grocery store shopping wise, if that sentence makes sense, I will go to grocery stores and I'll prepare breakfast or snacks at home. There's also a specialty grocery store here called Green World. It's kind of like the Whole Foods, organic, nicer stuff of Santa Teresa, so you can go there too. But I've just been buying like lots of fresh fruits, coconuts, vegetables, bananas, just like a lot of fresh fruit from grocery stores because we're in Costa Rica and it's so tropical, and you can literally go outside and pick mangoes or coconuts off trees. So take advantage of all the beautiful food that this place has. But I hope these helped. I hope this list helped, and I'm gonna have all of these places written down below in the description and in my blog post. Make sure you check out my blog post, and I'll try and have backlinks so that way you can go directly to Instagrams or websites for these restaurants, so that way it's easier to make reservations and whatever else. But if you have any questions, once again, please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell, connect with me on Instagram. I love talking to you guys over there and on TikTok. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.